Hello, everyone. I am Chibi Joe, co-owner of Chibilution Audios, and I am here with the Nightmare Reading, Chapter 7. I thank you so much for your patience, and thank you, Sav, for taking up last Thursday, because I have been sick, and I've also been in the middle of a move. However, for the most part, everything has been moved in, and we are thriving now. So, let's go on to Nightmare, Chapter 7. Kale was being kidnapped by one of Randall's lackeys. He saw me and flung out a sword. I saw that it wasn't an appendage, it was an actual sword. Put down my girl. He laughed at my command. Look, friend. I laughed when he said friend. I won't hurt this fine piece of work. But if you step forward one step, I'll kill you. I didn't step in. I jumped in. My jump allowed me to drop kick the foolish shapeshifter. He dropped Kale. I grabbed her. I grabbed her well before she touched the ground. I set her back down on the bed. Sarah, watch out, she screamed. Screamed? I forgot to put the A in screamed. Screamed. I spun around to catch the sword falling down towards me. I caught it by the blade. The drops of blood were dripping on... Were dripping... What? The drops... Hold on. The drops of blood was dripping on my feet. The lackey was pushing down with all his force. My arm wasn't even buckling. Sarah was all I heard. I growled and flung the sword from his hands. My bare chest was covered with lines of blood from my wound. I thought it was on my feet, but I guess not. I grabbed the handle. I pointed the sword at his throat and said, if I ever see you again around Kale, you will not end up so lucky. Now give me the... What? Now give me the hilt. He threw the hilt at me. I caught it absentmindedly. Now get out. He ran out as fast as he could. I turned around. Kale's eyes widened. Sarah, your eyes, they're red. What? I ran to the mirror. That's... Okay. I couldn't believe it. The eyes that were looking back were blood red. You will fail. You're losing control, Sarah. I will be victorious, the voice said. Give up while you can. Sarah, I heard Kale say. Kale, I have something to ask you, I said, still staring at my evil eyes. Anything. But there was something in her voice that sounded nervous, distant. Kale, are you scared? What are you talking about? I pounded my fist on the counter. Damn it, Kale! What I am supposed to be. Are you afraid of it? No. She still sounded unsure. Liar. I know it was cruel, but I just felt like I was cheated. I didn't choose this. So why do you say that? Kale, if you truly aren't afraid, then there is something wrong with you. Oh gosh, I thought. I sound like Edward Cullen in the dreadful Twilight series. Oh, I love my life. Sarah, I love you. She wrapped her hands around me from behind. I felt her face in my back. I turned around and stroked her hair while her head was on my chest? I know you do, but I don't want to hurt you, and I got close to it earlier. I smelled fear. I just wished I knew what you felt when the beast was coming at you. I actually felt safe. Just something in those eyes. She was going to say your eyes, but she refrained. Kale, I said with a laugh, you're crazy. Oh well. I looked at my hand. The cut now just an ugly pink scar. For some reason, my wounds heal, but scars don't. I think I was going for a metaphor or something, who knows. I let go of her. I'm sorry, but I've got to go, and you need to get ready for your class. It's 6 in the morning. We still got 2 hours before until they. It's 6 in the morning. We still got 2 hours until they start, she said. I don't want anything to get to you. Sarah, they came for you to get to me. I told you they were going to strike back. Yes, but now Randall will try his best to spar with me. I learned that Randall only has classes Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Don't know when I learned that, but I learned it. It was Friday, so I was waiting anxiously to get a fight with him. Play nice, Sarah, she said, laughing. What are you going to do with this? She pointed to the sword lying on the floor. Keep it, of course. She stared at me. Just for self-defense, I promise. Sarah, get out of here. What did I do? No, I meant out of the bathroom. I need to get ready. I smiled and walked out. There's times when I was writing this and that I just needed to come up with a chapter. And chapter 7, I believe, is one of those chapters. I followed up with a cliffhanger ending. And then I had to figure out a way to make the payoff to the cliffhanger satisfying. And I don't know if I did that or not. I definitely took the opportunity to talk crap about the Twilight series. So, there's a win there. Anyways, everybody, I will see you next week. This week is kind of a lazier week for me in terms of editing. But I promise you next week I'll be going back to doing a bit more dynamic of editing. We've just been settling in and all that, and I wanted to dedicate time to spending time with my girlfriend and our dogs, and also cleaning up the best we could. So I will see you guys next time. Have an awesome day and a good night.